Have you ever looked at your own reflection, not in a mirror, but perhaps in a pool of still water, and in that quiet moment, felt that the universe was looking back? A feeling that who you are is not just contained within your skin, but is being announced to the world through the portals of your eyes. What if this feeling is not a flight of fancy? What if your eyes are not merely windows, but sacred gates? Gates that reveal the path your spirit chose for this journey. An ancient understanding, passed down through whispers and stillness, teaches of a harmony between our physical form and our inner essence. Modern thinking has largely forgotten this, buried it under layers of fact and reason. But the truth remains simple, like the earth beneath our feet. Your eyes, the very color they hold, are not an accident of birth. They are a resonance, a physical echo of your spirit's native landscape, the quiet force that guides your journey, even when you are unaware of its presence. Think of it. In your heart, have you not sensed a kinship with others who share a similar gaze? A subtle understanding that flows between you, deeper than words. Have you not looked at a stranger and felt a resonance with their nature, just from the quality of their stillness? The old ways knew this. They did not need complex systems to understand a person's purpose. They learned to read the landscape of the soul by looking into the eyes. They knew that the color is a kind of soil, telling us what gifts are meant to grow in the garden of your life, what specific path you walk in the great tapestry of our shared existence. But here is where the stream can become turbulent. Many walk in opposition to their own nature. They struggle against the current of their own river, wondering why the journey is so hard, why they feel separate from the source, why they cannot find their flow. If you have ever felt a quiet call toward a purpose you could not name, I invite you to be still for a moment. The wisdom we are about to explore together may be the riverbank you have been searching for, a place to rest and understand the nature of your own waters. This deep sense that there is more to your life is not an illusion. The feeling that you are here to walk a certain path, to cultivate a specific energy. This is your spirit's way of speaking to your mind. It speaks in the language of archetypes, of fundamental patterns, as natural as the turning of the seasons. In my lineage, we are taught that these deep patterns of being are not abstract ideas. They are living currents of energy. They shape our perception, our actions, our connections. And this ancient wisdom teaches that these currents leave a subtle mark upon us, most clearly in the color of our eyes. Let us put aside the complex explanations of the mind. Your eye color is like a seed. It carries the potential of a specific tree, its strengths, its needs, its way of being in the forest. The patterns of pigment in your iris are not just catching the light. They are a physical signature of your soul's most fundamental frequency. Think of every person who has ever looked into your eyes and seemed to find a sense of peace, or truth, or dynamism. Think of how certain gazes make you feel an instant sense of home, and others a sense of challenge. This is not coincidence. It is the recognition of one spirit's landscape by another. A wisdom as old as the mountains knew this. In ancient traditions, the eyes were seen as the very dwelling place of the spirit. Different colors spoke of different inner missions. The Celtic masters could sense the path of a soul by studying the currents in their iris. Shamans the world over have always understood that the color of one's eyes reveals the spirit's chosen work for this lifetime. But here is the great challenge of our time. We have been taught to see this knowledge as superstition. We are conditioned to believe our eye color is merely a roll of genetic dice. And the result, so many feel lost, adrift on a vast ocean with no sail. They try to be a mountain when their nature is a river. They become exhausted, depleted, and confused, for they are walking a path that is not their own. If you have ever felt you are swimming against a powerful, unseen current, be still. You are about to discover the direction of your own true flow. The truth is, your eye color has been a quiet guide since the day of your birth. But we are trained to listen to the noise of the world, not the stillness within. We are taught to see our eyes as a feature, not as a map to our own heart. Let us begin with the soil that is most abundant, yet most profound, the brown-eyed way. If your eyes are brown, you may have been told this is ordinary. This is like saying the earth itself is ordinary. The path of brown eyes is the most fundamental spiritual work there is. You walk what my tradition calls the path of the deep earth. Your mission is to be the grounding stone for the collective. You are the stillness in the storm, the dark, fertile soil in which others can plant their own seeds of becoming. You provide the foundation upon which all other journeys can safely unfold. What makes this path so powerful? The deep, rich color of the iris holds a connection to the source, to the most ancient, primal layers of our shared journey. Those who walk this path can access a silent wisdom, one that has been gathering for lifetimes. This is why you may often feel like an old soul. You carry the resonance of ancestral strength within you. You are naturally pulled to heal, to teach, to shelter, and to hold. You possess an unspoken ability to make others feel seen, safe, and truly heard. But every mountain casts a shadow. Your spiritual work as a holder of space can lead you to forget your own journey. In your focus on grounding all others, you may forget your own sky. You give and you hold until you are empty, wondering why you feel depleted when surrounded by those who receive your care. The great practice for the path of the deep earth is to learn the balance between being a foundation and being buried. You are here to teach us all how to be rooted in the earth, while still allowing our branches to reach for the sun. You are the bridge between what is and what can be. The old ways revered this path. In many traditions, brown eyes were seen as the mark of earth guardians, souls who chose to embody stability for the sake of all. It was believed they could channel the calm, steady wisdom of the earth itself. If you walk this path, you have likely noticed that people are drawn to your stillness. Strangers share their burdens with you. Friends seek your quiet presence for counsel. Children and animals rest easy around you. This is the energy of your path, creating a field of safety and wisdom. But here is the practice to remember. Your work is not to carry everyone's burden. It is to embody what it means to be so deeply rooted in wisdom that others remember their own strength. You are here to show how to be both the mountain and the sky. If you have brown eyes and this resonates in your heart, take a moment to feel the ground beneath you. Acknowledge the great stillness you carry for the world. Quiet observation confirms this. In our stillness, we see that these souls score high in what we might call heart, wisdom, and the capacity for compassion. They are often drawn to paths of service, to creating lasting bonds, and feel a deep sense of connection to the well-being of the whole. Your brown eyes are not common, they are foundational. They are the mark of a spirit that chose one of the deepest forms of practice to hold the space for growth while tending to one's own. Every time you see your reflection, you are seeing the eyes of one who chose the path of the mountain, a most sacred task. Blue eyes reflect the path of the clear sky. If you have blue eyes, you may have been told your gaze is piercing or that people feel transparent when you look at them. This is not about force. It is about the nature of your spirit's work as a walker of the clear path. The scarcity of pigment in blue eyes creates a unique field of perception. They reflect light in a way that reveals what is often unseen. Those who walk this path possess a natural clarity. They can see the flow of energy beneath the surface of things, seeing through illusion and distraction more easily than most. This is why you often feel you can sense the truth in a room. You feel when a heart is not aligned with its words, when someone is hiding their light, when a structure is not sound. Your spiritual work is to be a mirror of clarity for the collective. But here lies the shadow of this path. The ability to see with such clarity can create a feeling of distance, of solitude. You often see things about others that you wish you did not. You perceive the space between the mask and the true face, which can make connection feel difficult or hollow. The great practice for the path of the clear sky is to learn how to use your clarity for healing, not for judgment. You are here to help others feel safe enough to put down their masks and rest in their own truth. You are the one who can hold the space for another's whole being, both their light and their shadow. Ancient Nordic traditions saw blue eyes as the mark of sky, seers, spirits who could perceive truths beyond the veil. Celtic wisdom held that blue-eyed souls were born with a clearer view into the spirit world. In many shamanic lines, blue eyes were a sign of natural visionary capacity. If you walk this path, you have likely noticed that people have a strong and immediate reaction to your presence. They are either instantly at ease or instantly unsettled. There is rarely a middle ground. This is because your very energy invites others to meet themselves with honesty. You create a field of clarity around you that makes pretense difficult to maintain. Inner observation confirms this pattern. Those on this path score high on measures of discernment, pattern awareness, and what could be called truth sensing. They are often drawn to pursuits of inquiry, healing, art, or any path that requires seeing past the surface into a deeper reality. Your blue eyes are not merely beautiful. They are instruments of awareness. They are the mark of a soul who chose to be a living vessel of clarity. Every time you connect with another, you are unconsciously inviting them into a space of truth. If you have blue eyes and have always felt you could see into the heart of things, you bring to mind a time when your quiet knowing turned out to be true. Let us honor the clarity we bring. But here is the practice to remember on your mission. Your work is not to expose or to call out. Your work is to create such a field of unwavering, compassionate clarity that others choose to let their own masks fall away. You are here to embody what it means to live in truth, to show others that their true self is safe with you. The world is in great need of your clarity now. We live in a time of great noise and distraction. Your blue eyes mark you as one who can help others return to the quiet, clear truth of their own hearts. Green eyes carry the rarest energy, and this rarity has a purpose. You walk the path of the seed, appearing in less than 2% of all people. But your purpose is not defined by number, but by function. Your path is that of the catalyst. You are here to be an agent of transformation for every soul you meet. The unique way your eyes hold both light and shadow creates a unique spiritual energy. Those who walk this path exist in what could be called a liminal space, the sacred threshold between one state of being and another. You are a natural bridge builder, helping others cross from who they were to who they are becoming. This is why you may often feel that you do not belong to any single group. You may feel too dynamic for those who are settled, too deep for those on the surface, too connected to the earth for the abstract thinkers, and too ethereal for the purely practical. This is not a failing. It is the design of your path. You are meant to live in the fertile space between worlds. Your spiritual mission is to be the spark that ignites another's growth. You have an uncanny way of entering a life at the precise moment it is ready for a great change. You ask the question that dissolves an old world. You introduce the person that opens a new door. You create the quiet space in which a breakthrough can occur. But here is the shadow of this path. Your catalytic energy can create instability in your own connections. People are drawn to your vibrant life force, experience profound and rapid growth, and then often must pull away to integrate the change. You can be left feeling as though you are always being left behind just as things become deep. Ancient Celtic traditions saw green eyes as the mark of the change makers, spirits who could help others transform their very essence. Mystery schools believed green-eyed initiates had a special connection to the energies of renewal and rebirth. If you have green eyes, you have likely noticed this. Your presence accelerates life. People meet you, and suddenly their lives shift into high gear. Old patterns dissolve, new paths open. You are like a tuning fork for the energy of transformation. Quiet observation supports this. These souls score high on measures of creativity, adaptation, and what we might call catalytic presence. They are drawn to paths of mentoring, art, healing, or any work that helps others transform their inner and outer worlds. If you have green eyes and have seen this pattern in your life, bring to mind a time when your presence helped someone take a great leap. Let us honor the sacred change we are here to inspire. Your green eyes are not just rare, they are sacred sparks. They are the mark of a soul who chose to be a living catalyst for our collective journey. Every person you meet is one quiet moment away from their own rebirth. Your energy is designed to midwife that change. But here is your practice to remember, your work is not to force change upon others. Your work is to embody the energy of beautiful, fearless transformation so fully that others remember their own power to grow. You are here to model what it means to be in a constant, graceful state of becoming. The world is in desperate need of your catalytic energy now. We are in a time when old worlds are falling away and new ones are struggling to be born. Your green eyes mark you as one who can guide others through this passage with wisdom and grace. Hazel eyes reflect one of the most integrated spiritual paths. If you have hazel eyes, you have probably noticed how they shift, reflecting the light, your feelings, or the world around you. This is not just a physical quality, it is an outer sign of your inner mission. You walk what my tradition calls the path of the river. The unique way your eyes blend the colors of earth and sky creates a profound spiritual flexibility. Those who walk this path have what could be called archetypal fluidity. You can draw from the stability of the mountain, the clarity of the sky, or the dynamism of the seed, depending on what the moment calls for. You are a natural harmonizer, able to become what another needs to see their own wholeness. This is why you may often feel you have many selves, that you are a different person in different currents of life. You can be the grounding stone for one friend, the clear mirror for another, the joyful catalyst for a third. This is not a lack of identity, it is your sacred gift. The spiritual mission of the river is to be a mirror for another's potential. You have an uncanny ability to reflect back to people the very qualities they need to embrace within themselves. You are the one who sees the hidden mountain in the uncertain soul, or the clear sky in the confused heart. But here is the shadow for those who walk this path. Your deep adaptability can make you feel as if you have no solid ground of your own. You can feel lost in the needs of others, losing touch with your own center. You might ask, who am I when I am not reflecting for another? The ancient wisdom of the Greeks spoke of divine mirrors, beings who could reflect the gifts of the gods back to humanity. The Celts believed that those with hazel eyes had a special connection to the wisdom of the great world tree, which connects all realms of being. If you walk this path, people have surely told you that you helped them see themselves in a new light. They say things like, I never knew I had that in me until you saw it, or you helped me remember who I am. This is your spiritual energy creating a field of potential. Inner reflection confirms this pattern. Hazel-eyed souls score high in emotional intelligence, social grace, and what we could call potential sensing. They are drawn to paths of teaching, coaching, therapy, or any field that involves helping others recognize and birth their own gifts. If your eyes are hazel, and you have ever been told you helped someone find themselves, share that quiet memory in your heart. Let us honor this community of sacred mirrors. Your hazel eyes are not just changeable, they are revealing. They are the mark of a soul that chose to be a living mirror for the beauty in others. Every person you meet has a chance to see their own hidden light in your reflection. But here is the practice you must hold. Your work is not to become lost in the reflection or to be a chameleon with no core. Your work is to hold your own center so firmly that your reflection is clear and true. You are here to model what it means to be both authentic and adaptable, to be true to your own course while responding to the needs of the shoreline. The world is in desperate need of your gift right now. Many have forgotten their own beauty, their own strength. Your hazel eyes mark you as one who can help us all remember the divine potential we carry within. Now that you have heard the wisdom of your path, here is where many falter. They hold this knowledge as an interesting label for their personality. They treat it as a curious fact instead of seeing it as a map for their deepest spiritual work. The landscape of your eyes is not just describing who you have been. It is revealing the path of your becoming. It is showing you the very energy your spirit is here to cultivate and master in this lifetime. Every challenge, every connection, every choice has been your soul's way of inviting you deeper onto your own path. Think of the moments you felt most alive, most full of purpose, most in flow with the great river of life. Notice how those moments align with the path of your eyes. The deep earth soul who felt profound fulfillment while holding space for a friend in crisis. The clear sky soul who felt energized helping another see a simple truth. The seed soul who felt a jolt of life force while helping someone make a great leap. The river soul who felt true connection when they helped someone else see their own beauty. These were not accidents. These were moments of your spirit recognizing its own true nature in action. But here is where the true practice begins. So many of us have lived in resistance to our own path. We try to shape ourselves to fit the world, instead of honoring the landscape of our own soul. We wonder why the journey is so hard, when we are literally trying to force a river to be a mountain. The deep earth soul, who has been told they are too quiet and tries to be more outgoing. The clear sky soul, who has been told they are too intense and tries to be more superficial. The seed soul, who has been told they are too much and tries to be more stable. The river soul, who has been told they are too inconsistent and tries to be more rigid. This is the source of the feeling of disconnection. This is why connections have felt like a struggle. This is why work has felt empty. You have been trying to walk another's path instead of mastering your own. If you are now understanding why you have so often felt like you are walking against the wind, take a quiet breath. You are about to learn how to turn around and walk with it. Here is a simple practice for the coming days. Pay attention to the moments when you feel your energy expand, when you feel a quiet joy and flow. Notice what you are doing. These are the moments you are on your path. Then, pay attention to the moments when you feel drained, small, or frustrated. Notice what you are doing. These are the moments you are walking against your own nature. The goal is not to change your life in a day. The goal is to begin to make small, gentle adjustments that honor the truth of your spirit. Perhaps it is choosing to have one more honest conversation if you walk the path of the clear sky. Perhaps it is allowing yourself to simply hold space without fixing if you walk the path of the deep earth. Perhaps it is embracing your catalytic spark if you walk the path of the seed. Perhaps it is celebrating your own graceful adaptability if you walk the path of the river. Your path is not a cage. It is a specialization. It is your spirit's way of showing you where your greatest gift lies, where your deepest impact can be made, where you will find the most profound peace. The wise ones of old understood this. They knew that each spirit's unique path was essential for the health of the entire forest. They knew that when each soul walked its true path, the entire community flourished. I invite you to share this stillness with someone whose spirit you wish to honor. Help them discover the sacred landscape of their own eyes, and ask your own heart, what is the first gentle step you will take to honor your soul's calling? This is not about self-improvement. This is about stepping into your sacred role in our shared human journey. The landscape of your eyes has been quietly revealing your path since the day you were born. Now that you have learned to see it, you can finally stop struggling against your nature and begin to flow with it. The world needs you to walk your path. There are gifts that only you can offer. There is a peace that can only come when you fulfill your sacred work. Your eyes have been a map your entire life. Now it is time to begin the journey.